My main volunteer job is mainly in Harbourfront Library, but at this moment of circuit breaker, it's put on hold. That's why we convert to online sharing. The Zoom notes, the notes for this session is in the blog. And for those who are regulars, I always put my notes about 3 days before the event. You can actually go to the blog and read the notes first before you attend the lesson. That would be better. Now, this window 10, we divide into 2 sessions, 1 hour each. The first session, I try to cover 5 of these points. And at the same time, I will also mention the other 4 points that is 16 days later. As you know, window 10 is not just here and forget about it. You have to actually get yourself involved and try it yourself. So that's why I give you 16 days to try yourself. And you got trouble, you come back again 16 days later, and we will solve all your problems. Now, computer system actually has 4 main parts. That means any smart device you buy, it can be a laptop, can be a smartphone, can be a desktop. You are the user. So if you don't learn smart, you know what will happen? You can get scammed, get virus into your laptop and all sorts of things, and you spend money. So have to be. And the other thing is any risk assessment of any security computer system, the weakest link is always the user. You go to any company. If I'm a security assessment officer, I will make sure all the workers in that company knows what they are doing. If they do something wrong, hackers will be thank you to you. The second one is application. Application are for those people who are still working. You can buy a Microsoft Office, you have Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, or you can buy a Photoshop. You are doing photo wedding pictures and things like that. So these are application software you also have to learn. And today I'm just talking about operating system. And last but not least is the hardware. If you learn a bit of the hardware, you can save a lot of money and trips to Simlim to get it repaired. So the 3 words I want you to remember is, first of all, be aware of what is going on, then engage yourself, then after that, challenge yourself. And I have a lesson on proper housekeeping of smart devices. We can do it some other time. Now, for Windows 10, if you check on your update history, you must have these words, the yellow words on your history. If you don't have, means your Windows 10 is not up to date. And this version 1909 means 2019 September, it released in November. So up to now, they just keep on updating. They call it version 2 now. So go back and check, okay? This is how you check. I will talk later when we come to Q&A, but basically you follow the step. All these notes are in the blog. You just go to the blog and you follow the step, you'll be able to do it. You can't do it, come back 21st May, we will show you how to do it. I hope by that time, we solve the problem of the demonstration camera. Because at this moment, I set up my camera, but I have no way to link the camera to show you on the demo status. These are some of the useful shortcuts that good to know, okay? I think most important is the copy and paste. You press Control and the C, you copy, Control V, you paste. It's very useful. You can use in Excel, can use in Words, can even use in PowerPoint. So then the degree for temperature also very useful, especially when you type something, suddenly you want the uppercase, you don't know how to do it. So this is one. There are many other symbols, but if you're interested, just let me know. I can give you the code, okay? Now, what is an operating system? An operating system is just interaction between the user and the machine. So if you are the user, you want your machine to perform something, you give some command, or you type something, or you touch something, or you click something. These are called command. And the computer will faithfully execute what you ask for. So that is in a very general term what is called operating system. And in the market, technically there are 5 types of operating system. If you buy a PC laptop, most likely is Microsoft Windows 10. That means Microsoft is the owner of that software. They put into every brand of laptop. So any laptop you buy, you have to learn Windows 10. If you buy any Apple, they have their own proprietary operating system. So they call it Mac OS. But if you buy a smartphone that is not an Apple smartphone, you will get a Google Android operating system. Just to let you know what is going on in the world. Linux is mainly for machine language, for commercial use. Chromebook belongs to Google. Most of the secondary school now try to get the student to buy Chromebook rather than buy Apple iPad because it's cheaper and it serves the function in what they are learning in secondary school. Now, if you have not committed to buy a laptop yet, I suggest you look at these 4 points. A lot of people don't understand that sometimes they over-provide, they spend money unnecessarily. Sometimes they under-provide and they complain saying that their laptop not working well. So sometimes it's a fault of the initial decision is decided wrongly. So CPU is the brain of the laptop. So I say i5 is a good choice, but if you want to save some money, you can get i3. But if your son or grandson want to play games using the computer as a game machine, you must buy i7. If not, your grandchildren will always lose to your friend. OS Windows 10, that is the latest in the Microsoft series of program. RAM, random access memory, the starting point is always 8G. When you buy a new laptop, they always give you 8G. But if you can bargain for 16, add another 8, it will be better. Hard disk, normally they give you 500, but some of them give you double of 500. Now, if you already committed on a laptop, you still can enhance your laptop by doing what I'm telling you now, today. First, you must create a Microsoft account. That is your Microsoft ID. And that is the Outlook account, we call it. Secondly, you must create a Google Gmail account. Some people ask me why, but now don't worry about why. Just create first. Then you will know why later as you use the laptop. Next thing, you have to create a restore point. Same thing, why create it? This is called good housekeeping, we call it. The lastly is create a recovery disk. You must buy a minimum 8 GB of thumb drive, then you can do the 4th point. I will give you details later. It depends on the lifestyle of individual user, but normally these are the program I put at the taskbar. Unfortunately, today I can't show you, but if you understand what is called a taskbar, just remember these are the useful things for me. For you, I don't know what is useful. You have to think about yourself and discuss about it during the Q&A. Another good thing is try to create a start page. A start page is a page where you bring out the browser and you click the first time, and that is the first page that will appear. So I choose Google as a start page. The reason is because, so from the browser, I click start, then you come to this Google page. You notice Google page give us a lot of things. First of all, he give us a word Gmail. You click straight away, you get your Gmail. And you click the 9 dot, you will get all the Google apps. No need to specially download one YouTube app and one Chrome app and one search app. No need. Everything is nicely organized for you if you follow what I recommend you. choose Google as the start page. And in the notes, I also show you how to do it. Now, some of you may want to write Chinese in your email or whatever it is when using your laptop. You cannot just use it when you buy back from the shop. You have to do something yourself. And these are the steps to configure Chinese. If you want Malay and other languages also can, the steps are similar. And once you configure this Chinese, they can use Hanyi Pinyin, they can use stroke, and the other thing, there are three things that handwriting also can. Okay, there are three ways of doing it. Now, a laptop is not something that you just switch off the main switch after you finish. Like that, you'll spoil your laptop very fast. So these are some of the discipline or good housekeeping you must do in order to prolong the lifespan of your laptop. So switch on and off properly. Update whenever prompted. Don't get scared. Because you already trusted Microsoft. You already buy the laptop with Microsoft. If Microsoft asks you to update, don't ask questions, just update. Don't delete away. That means your computer won't be up to date and hackers can go by the back door and disturb your laptop. Another point most of you don't understand is when you buy a new laptop, they always give you a free, I think, McAfee or what, antivirus. They only give you 1 year free. And if the second year you don't renew, you don't get any more update. And what will happen? That means your laptop won't have any protection. And protection already given to you on day one. Why don't you use it? That is called Windows Defender. So when any of you ask me to buy a new laptop and ask me to configure for you, I will wipe off the antivirus, the McAfee, because it's no use. Windows Defender is better than the third-party one. That is my belief lah. Because Windows Defender is always updated as and when they find a backdoor or a weak link. So, and it is because Microsoft is not only protecting you, Microsoft is protecting all the PC in all the government offices. Because you see, all the government offices are all using Microsoft PC. See, because it's cheaper than Apple, not because of what. And another point a lot of you may not understand is that a laptop is not a storage device. Many of you always ring me up and say, Mr. Ho, my laptop can't start. I got 1,000 pictures in the laptop. What to do? I say, sorry lah. I don't have the tools. I know how to do it, but I don't have the tools. I don't have the program. Go to Simlim lah. They charge you $50 for service, another $50 for bringing your photo out. So you have to spend $100. If you follow my recommendation, you save all this money. So my rule of thumb is, once you have more than 300 pictures in your laptop, please think of a way to bring it out from your laptop. There are many ways. There are other lessons I can show you how to do it. Now, just now we talked about restore point. Restore point is something like a reset button. That means, say for example, today you create a restore point when your computer is happily working very well. Then down the road, 3 months later, you get into trouble. Not say completely fail, but you know something is not right. So what you do, you go back to your restore point, you just tell the computer, please restore for me. So basically what happened is the laptop just restore back to the point where you have created this one and the thing will work back again. So restore point is good to update once a month because you know why? Your Windows 10 is always updating all the time. So if you have a restore point that's 1 year ago, and your Windows 10 is already updated for 1 year, you may miss out a lot of good things that is inside. So restore point is good with a habit of housekeeping to do it maybe once a month. And my recommendation is use the date as a file name. Like for example, 030320 means 3rd of March 2020, I created the restore point. So another day you create, another month you change them. So next time when you restore, you choose the latest that you have created and use that, and your computer will back to normal again. The other one is a recovery disk. In the olden days, we call it a backup disk. This one, you have to buy a 8G of a thumb drive, and the instruction is also given in the notes. This one is better because if your computer totally cannot start, like just now I told you, somebody said cannot start and so many pictures in the laptop, with the recovery disk, you can make it back to start. You can even reinstall the Windows 10 again. So it's very useful.
没有 OTP 嘞。
So this one, for my case, I have a home cloud machine. It takes me 2 hours to do it. So it's not a simple task. But 2 hours doesn't mean that you sit in front of the computer. Once you study properly, they will know how to end properly. Whenever you do internet browsing, you may like to capture a text, or you may like to capture a picture, and Windows 10 allow you to do it by doing print screen. Print screen, you press the logo key plus print screen and use the mouse to highlight where you want to capture, and they will convert to an image. And the image is stored in the screenshot folder. All this you have to try within the 16 days so that when you come back, you can tell me whether you know how to do or not. Windows security is what just now I told you that they call it a window defender. This one has quite a comprehensive thing to prevent any intruder coming into your laptop. They will know how to block them. So whenever Microsoft find a backdoor, because they have a team of workers 24/7 guarding this program, and they have a lot of you can say their own workers, something like teamwork to tell them that they discover one virus here, discover one virus there, then they will test this virus, what is it doing? Oh, this virus go from this backdoor one, then they will close backdoor one, and they will tell you there's an update. So that's why it's very useful, this one. And you can even check whether your Windows 10 is switched off or switched on, or working properly or not. If Windows 10 is not working properly, they will yell. Then you know that something is wrong. Then you have to find out why. Microsoft have also a cloud storage device. They call it OneDrive. And they give you initially 5 GB free. You can have it and store whatever picture you have in the cloud. Google also give you free storage space, about 15. So Google is quite generous. If you want more, you have to pay. Apple and Dropbox, all these are also similarly give you cloud. I have a lesson on cloud storage maybe later on. Now, a lot of people ask me, I have a lot of pictures in my smartphone, don't know what to do. Windows 10 can come to the rescue. Windows 10 has 2 ways of transferring your photo from your smartphone or iPad or even Android phone to your laptop. And remember just how I said, laptop is not the storage space. So from smartphone, you go to laptop. Laptop, you have to go somewhere else, up to you. That will be another lesson, okay? So one way is you just connect the data cable that come together with the phone, connect USB to the laptop, and it can be treated as an external drive. That's one method. The other method, Windows has an app called Photos. You go to the Photo app, and there is a magic word called import. And you click the import, you can import all the pictures from your smartphone to your laptop. But don't be greedy. Please start slow, because these are all my hard sweat experience, okay? Try with 30 first. Then it works well, 50. It still works well, 100. But please don't be greedy. 100 is my recommendation to you. At one time, I tried 1,000. And I spoiled the RAM of my Mac Pro. Went to Simlim, I want the original one, $600. I pay for it. If not, I have to throw my Mac Pro away. And this is the Mac Pro I'm using now. I spoil my RAM because I greedy. I want to tell the computer, download 1,000 pictures for my smartphone. It don't know what happened, I don't know. Then when I bring to a service center, they said, your RAM is spoiled, have to change. Then they got imitation one and real one. I said, no, I want the real one, the original one, $600. Now, when you start a computer, there is some time is required for setting up everything and come back to order before you can start using it. That is called the booting time. Normal booting time is 1 minute. So if you experience your booting time is more than 1 minute, 5 minutes or what, something is wrong. And there are ways to improve it, okay? Now, it's very difficult to explain this type of thing to you because I don't have a way to demonstrate to you today, but I hope we can solve the problem in the next lesson. I can demonstrate to you. So for the booting one, you press the 3 magic key and you go to startup and you disable all the startup program. That is a way of getting rid of all the unnecessary queuing time. We call it queuing time for all this. I understand it's very hard to explain to you in that way, but you go back and try. And during Q&A, you can ask me any of these questions. This cleanup is to clean up all the unnecessary file that is being used by one earlier program and no more of use in the new program. Checking window update is a thing you must do. And you can scan your computer using Window Defender. Defrag is not really necessary nowadays because the computer improved quite a lot. But in the olden days, XP and all that, we had to do that. But this one, not really necessary. Then there's a free Microsoft app that you can download called Total. All these programs, these are all small programs. All these small programs, you notice, always start with the window key plus R. Then you type the magic word within the square bracket. That is the command of the program. And after the command of the program, they bring up all the rubbish file. Then you delete away. I try to explain to you in a simpler way. Assuming you stay in a condo, okay? Your children have a big party one evening. Invite all the friends, come to the house and have a good party. After the party ends, you know what happened? Your whole floor will be full of debris and the furniture are all misaligned and all that. So what do? You either get your helper to help to tidy up or you yourself tidy up. So where is the program? The program is your brain. Your brain is using the eyes to see rubbish there, clear, the furniture out of alignment. Okay, let's put it back. Computer, exactly the same thing. When you use a program, when you play a game, everything go haywire, then all the unnecessary thing is still stored in the computer. So those things occupy a lot of space. When you do this, you know what I mean. There are a lot of files. If you have not done this for 1 year, I can tell you have a lot of files there. So delete all away, very safe. Whatever I recommend you is very safe. If you follow exactly what is written in the instruction. So all these are actually enhancing to speed up the operating system and make the response faster. So there's a lot. Some of the things are just initial setting. Normally, this type of thing I do when I have to set up a new computer. This only you need to set up once only, no need to set all the time. But just now the earlier page you have to do this one once in a month or once in 2 weeks like that. But this one you only need to do once only, okay? Just now the first page I show you that your window is up to date if you show the phrasing of what I show you just now. So this is a way to check your window update. If you follow the step, you will be able to do it. If you want to have the free 5G OneDrive, you have to register for it using your Outlook account. That's why you notice the Outlook account is very useful. Once you created it, you can use it in many ways. So this is one of the ways. You have to use the Outlook account to do that.